Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back for the second part of this morning reading. This is a love reading, but it is definitely love with a twist. Something's going on behind the scenes, and I'm trying to figure it out right now. Got a few moments. My school, the reason why I had just stopped the video, it was due to the fact that I gotta go pick my daughter up from school. She's not feeling well this morning. Said she got to school. Yes, but honestly, somebody's not trying to take the leap of faith, but the world card is here. You better sit up here and figure your shit out. You better try to sit up here and get your shit together. Because what's being going on being behind the scenes will be revealed to you. But due to the fact that it's the death card out here, due to the fact that it's a world card, the wheel of fortune, and judgment card, this shit is dead. Got the page of wands. Somebody is withholding information about you, my boy. And whatever you've been running your mouth a little bit too much. I'm going to be honest. You have. Whatever God been blessing you with or whatever you've been receiving from the universe, you've been up here being a little bit showboating with the shit. And you've probably been doing this for quite some time now. And whatever you've been saying in confidence to this chick who you've been up here dealing with, this Queen of Wands in reverse, she's definitely holding this information to use against you. And like I said before, with these major arcana cards out here, it's definitely be some type of change. Like I said, you either going to lose your employment, or you're going to go to jail, or both, because whatever's going to be happening is going to be a setup. She's going to set you up on some shit that got something to do with money, so she could gain some money after you with the situation that's taking place. So that's the reason why it's very mindful. Stop up here disclosing out personal information. If these people, even if this job did trust you to do certain things and stuff, it was none of your damn business running your fucking mouth in the first place talking to her about this shit. Your blessings are your blessings. But she was not cheering for you the entire time. She was holding that information to use against you when times get desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. She's taking a desperate measure, and what is going to end up? You paying for it in the end, in court causes, your time in jail, or losing your job. This situation is coming. It's going to, when it hits you, it's going to hit you. Because when it hits you, it's going to hit you. Because this whole time, you probably never thought for a second that this person would ever do this to you, because you looked at her as high honor in a certain way. You thought that she had money and she was this type of so no. Yes, you got the Eight of Cups right here. You got to walk away from this situation. You got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And you got the Ten of Wands in reverse. You better let them burdens go. You better walk away from the situation before your ass get hemmed up. Because it's bound to happen. If you haven't walked away from this situation the way that God is telling you, trying to guide you out this situation, pays and shores, it's just withholding information that you've been running your damn mouth about her, about what you've been doing when it comes to money. You got the Eight of Wands out here, and you got the Hierophant in reverse. Listen to me. I'm not finna sit up here and just sugarcoat this shit with you, because that's not in my nature to sugarcoat shit. I believe it's very redundant to sugarcoat shit. To be honest with you, just giving it to you blood raw. Listen, I know that you've been in love and you've been attached and the sex was great to you. I know that she's been having you this and that and stuff, but you at this point should already know who you dealing with and what she's capable of when she get in this desperate mode. Because 9 times out of 10, you've been dealing with this situation for quite some time now. You have. And whatever the situation that's been taking place, this is some shit on this shit. And like I said before, you've been talking a little bit too damn much. You were telling her a little bit too much about your personal business when it's work related or something to do with some money. But whatever it is, she's going to use some shit against you to set your ass up, my boy. You're going to do some time, or you losing your job is going to be both. And I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just being honest. You're not looking at the situation for what it is. You're not trying to fully understand that the fact that you got to be very mindful about what you tell anybody, not just the person you lay in the bed with, your friends, your family. You got to disclose certain information. Got to be disclosed. You cannot say shit. Even if you want to. You can't sit up and tell me your ass hit $1 million. First thing you're going to do is call everybody up. Hey, y'all, I hit $1 million. So what, a whole line going to be out there waiting outside your damn yard? That don't make no sense, right? So why would you disclose information? Whatever you've been talking to her about, she been withholding that. And she been waiting for a moment to use this shit against you. And she's finna set you up in a situation that's gonna make you look like the goddamn whole guilty person. And you may have to have somebody to speak on your behalf behind this shit on in court. Because you're going to court about it. Whatever the situation is, got something to do with some court. It got something to do with court. She's withholding something. And I understand that you was maybe in your feelings and shit. Yes. Creating blockages, third party situation. Look at all this shit. Look at all of this shit. Yeah, you got the Ten of Cups in reverse. No family dynamic due to these third parties and shit that you've been getting yourself into. You need to find balance. Or you need to go to somebody who is balanced, like this energy. But you got the Devil card out here. Low vibrational. She is toxic as fuck. You got the Page of Cups in reverse. And you got the Two of Swords in reverse. You need to get out your head and realize and look at this situation for what it is. And I'm going to just end it like that. Okay? Your Ten of Pentacles is with this Temperance card. And this temperance don't have to necessarily be somebody. It could be just temperance by you finding balance within yourself to create your own generational wealth. You better get out this damn situation and stop running your damn mouth to people. You better learn this damn lesson that God is teaching your ass. Because like I said, the more you continue to be hard-headed, the more he's going to apply pressure. You got to learn this lesson one way or another, bro. You got to. It's happening any damn ways. Don't take it as a loss. Take it as a lesson. This is a major lesson. This is a major life lesson. And this is not only dealing with these type of karmas. It's like this type of energy is with people who just already in this devil energy. They gave up on God a long time ago, and you probably wasn't aware that they gave up on God. But the fact that you are a spiritual being, something inside is telling your ass you know better. Why is you standing in this situation, or why you keep allowing this certain person to kind of still tramp all over you and shit coming to an end? You better wake up and be mindful. You better sit up here and get on top of this situation by she's trying to expose you of whatever information that you disclose to her that got something to do with work related or some money investments. You need to take time out to sit back today and really think, what have I been really disclosing and telling this karmic that she could use against me that's got something to do with my freedom and my goddamn money? That's the main thing I want you divine masculines to think of. If you in separation with your true divine feminine, if you involved in this karmic situation still or still currently going through this, I want you to really take time out today. I want to say fuck Valentine's Day, but really look at this situation clearly. Think now. Sit back and think. Well, I've been saying to her that it might affect me in the long run, could possibly get my ass hemmed up in jail or me losing my job or both. Then I gotta be in court paying this shit off. Money, then I gotta be working extra hard to pay these damn legal fees and lawyer fees off and shit. What I'm getting myself into, what I've been disclosing to her that I should never run my mouth about. That's the shit that you need to be sitting back and thinking about today, so you can get on top of this. Because whatever situation is going on, it's been hidden about something that you was doing this. And you was doing this with quite a few people. You need to shut it up, okay? Your blessings is your blessing. Everybody don't need to know when God's blessing you, okay? Everybody don't need to know when things are going real good in your life. Because people hate on you. People hate on you. Everybody's not going to love you. Stop looking for the wrong. You're looking for attention so damn much. You're running into the wrong attention. It's because the energy that you're projecting out. Get out of this mind state. Stop looking at the mess. But you need to think about what can I do for for me to sit up here and not allow this situation to backfire. What have I been disclosing that I shouldn't have been disclosing her, talking to this person about? Especially when it got something to do with my job, that it could possibly, if she could possibly set you up on your job for something that making you look like you really did this shit, they could take your ass to court to try to sue you, or worse, you can go to jail behind this shit. And like I said, 9 out of 10, this may be already happening or will be happening. Like I said, we're on 5D timing, not 3D timing. Okay? My divine feminist, how I see you 10 of Pentacles and Temperance. You're well balanced and you focus on your generational wealth. You're not involved in this situation because it's not meant for you to be involved in this situation. Whatever the situation that your other part got their self into is a karmic lesson to teach. their ass a valuable lesson about allowing your energies to block them, to know who the spiritual blockers are, to know who the generational blockers are, to recognize that you could not be in the picture in the first fucking place. God's like, no, you know the assignment. You've been doing the assignment. He got to go through this shit. He got to learn the hard way because he's being hard-headed. And he got to understand that the more he being hard-headed, the more I'm apply pressure, because this situation is ending one way or another. Whether he like it or whether she like it or not, she's not going to sit up here and create nothing, because she already sold her soul to a whole nother organization that got shit to do with God. So it's not, that's none of his business. But this divine masculine, this is somebody he brought into this world as an earth angel. For him to tap into his spirituality, to sit up here and get in within himself, to make something better of himself. But his 3D self, this avatar that he's born in this lifetime is hard-headed in the motherfucker. And he got to learn a valuable lesson. And he better be wise and understand that you can't be disclosing important information to individuals who secretly hate on your ass. You need to find people that you trust. You need to be in the people that you can trust and you can talk to, who actually are loyal to you. Why would you disclose pertinent information to a bitch who been disloyal to you in the past? Because the 9 times out of 10 you've been dealing with this person for a long period of time. So if you already know she went against you in the past, you don't think she would do that shit now? If not worse, due to the fact that this shit is the end of y'all cycle, she know that this is the end of y'all cycle. It was supposed to be done a long time ago, way before you got involved with the divine feminine. Way before you got involved with your twin, this shit was supposed to have been ended. But God said he's been hard-headed. He's not listening. The more he's not listening, the pressure's finna get applied now. This is the year of balance, the year of 6. Everybody says 6 is a bad number. No, it's not. Know your numerology. Get to understand that. You will understand how numbers work out here. And find the synchronicities in numbers, in shapes and signs and colors. But you got to be truly tapped in on that level. But what I'm talking to y'all motherfuckers about, this goddamn divine masculine, that stop being so damn hard-headed. Wake the fuck up now. God has been telling you to sail away from this shit a long time ago. Before this shit hits the fan, you need to be sitting back today and thinking about, what have I been disclosing with this karmic that can go against me, that could affect my job, and it could possibly